So somebody has asked, what are the different underlying medical conditions? And the truth is that the CDC's kind of been vague. Like people age 16 to 64 with underlying medical conditions, which increase the risk of serious life-threatening complications from COVID-19. But they don't specify what those are. But we can kind of dig a little bit and we can get some information from them. And I have that. So the common question of, will my disease qualify? I can't answer it. And I don't think anybody can. I think it's just important for us to know that there is a list, and whether or not you'll fit into that list, at least early on, that's to be seen. So what I'm doing is like going by the idea of what is identified currently by the CDC and others as high risk for having complications from COVID. I guess that's the best way to say it. Okay. So those are the chronic lung disease folks, serious heart conditions, obesity. I actually asked on our podcast if I should eat more cookies to get to the front of the line. Type 2 diabetes, chronic kidney disease that requires dialysis, immunocompromised conditions, and sickle cell disease. So to dial into that immunocompromised, what does that mean? So people undergoing cancer treatment, those who smoke, unfortunately, bone marrow or organ transplant folks, immune deficiencies, if you have HIV or AIDS that's poorly controlled, which hopefully is a non-issue anymore with our great technology. And if you're on high-dose steroids or other immune-weakening medications, those are all immunocompromised risk factors. And then there's this other high-risk conditions piece that just kind of gets tacked on, which talks about asthma and some weird blood disorders and all this other stuff, even like dementia, type 1 diabetes. So all of these are potential conditions. When am I going to be eligible? Is it going to work? We don't really know. We'll know later, but at least you can kind of get a sense of what they're looking at.